2 of the video interview with Piotr. Piotr, who's on the panel on the 24th of this month, 24th of October, depending when you're listening to this video, 24th of October 2019. Look, Piotr from Crowdvest Investor Relations, just to continue about the secrets of successful networking. We discussed about the connecting with investors or developers over a long period, and it may be, you mentioned 3 years, it may not even be 3 months, it may be 3 years. And that was one client, I think you said, who invested over £1 million. So, you can see how building long-term longevity is important. Look, we briefly covered about your background from an estate agency background, moving into FinTech, which I think is, well, most people would say the most exciting part of PropTech in the UK, or one of them certainly. And I'm a huge supporter of PropTech. I've been involved in PropTech one way or another since about 2014, 2013. One of the first people in the UK to have PropTech at any events in the UK. Look, just to go on a question, I forgot to ask you. So secrets of successful networking, recommendations. So, how do you find good events to go to? Of course, speakerinevents.com. Find out more about, myself. But recommendations, so what does that mean? What do you ask? What do you look out for?
Well, I guess as you get into the industry, people start recommending good events that you should go to, depending on what you're looking for. I usually get recommended some really good events that I should go to quite often. The usual property circle.
Sure. Because if you're always going to the same meets, you're going to see the same people, which is great in a way. But it's worth also, that's why I went to South Summit. I've mentioned them so many times, and not even sponsored by South Summit yet. So you generally look at events taking place in the centre of London, or are you open to events outside as well?
I have travelled for events and sometimes quite far as well. So if obviously it's worth going somewhere else, then absolutely.
When you say you've travelled, is that to Slough, J6? I think you've spoken there. Is that right?
Yeah. So Torin and myself did this short presentation there as well. But all other areas as well. So up north
And do you see a difference in the networking wherever you are, or similar, more of the same?
Yeah, the main difference is, I guess, if you leave the property circle, which is obviously very good something good to do. So it opens up the different type of people you can meet from different industries. So that's. Yeah.
And you think some people are more willing to invest into crowdfunding deals because they understand FinTech or understand crowdfunding?
So that's on the flip side. I think may take longer because if someone doesn't necessarily understand concepts like security over projects, legal charge, whatever that might be. Sometimes you need
first charge, second charge.
You need to explain that. But these things are, for most business people, tend to be quite simple and straightforward to comprehend. So,
and I believe Rob is organising, Wilkinson, co-founder Crowdfest, organising an event specifically dedicated to due diligence. I don't know if a date's been confirmed or.
Yes, so on the 29th of October, so Tuesday, 2 weeks from now, less than 2 weeks from now, in Farringdon in central London. So yeah.
So if people are interested in that particular event on the 29th of October, is it literally just send yourself an email and find out more?
Well, we can put a link under this video.
A link on the video. Okay, we can do that by all means.
Yeah.
Look, just to go back about who your typical investor is. So they're not always £1 million investors. No?
I wish.
Okay.
No, but so I guess recently what I've seen is we get many portfolio landlords that are tired of, let's say, hassling with tenants, etc. Because it is a job pretty much in itself, even though people say passive income, etc. It does take sometimes lots of hard work, and given the recent tax changes as well, many are coming, I guess, and seeing this alternative investment opportunities as something useful, income generating, right? More off hands.
So just one quick question. So 24th of October, I know we've got yourself there with Jack Diggins asking the questions. Jack's going to do a different approach because he's very different to myself. I'm sure it's going to be market questions or maybe not. So look, is there anything you're particularly looking forward to that night, or anyone you're particularly interested to meet that night?
I'm always open to meeting new people in the industry, see how helpful I can be. That's first, and have a conversation. I guess it takes that initial coffee, whatever, and then you actually get to know someone better.
How can people connect with you apart from coming to the 24th of October? And of course, Crowd with Us are my monthly sponsors, so that's one easy way. Just come along every month, bigqueenevents.com. But how can they connect with you? Are you on LinkedIn? You can include a link. Underneath the video.
I'm quite active on LinkedIn or Facebook as well. So we can connect there on Instagram also. I'm quite active on social media. So that's one way of connecting. Yeah.
So one final question. Well, I've got Piotr here, and Piotr doesn't do Facebook Lives very often. I had to persuade him. Facebook or LinkedIn?
LinkedIn, yeah.
And why?
It's talking sort of professionally.
Yeah, professionally.
Yeah, allows you to connect with the sort of people that you want to speak to. You can see who they are, what they've done, etc. And just connect. Send a quick message, very simple. An invitation to talk, and if they do respond, but LinkedIn by far for me is best. I guess Facebook is more once you have met someone in person, because then even if you don't follow up right away, it keeps that familiarity going. So they can see your face, and you can see them, etc. So
okay, I'm sure we'll come back to that question again. I may even be asking that question on the night as well, because yourself and the younger property professionals, investors, developers are going to see social media possibly differently. You may see things which I don't see. I see how Jack does things on social media very different as well. So look, I promised Piotr it would be 10 minutes, and I'm sure it's closer to 20 minutes than 10 minutes. So that's it for the moment. I look forward to seeing you on the 24th of October, just a couple of days before my birthday. Thank you, and thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.